Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Thursday morning. It's Stephen Whiteside here from the uptrend.com. In the pre-market this morning, stock index futures are mixed, and this might have something to do with a couple of stocks we looked at yesterday. Commodities are also mixed. We've got gold continuing to move lower, down $31 last time I checked, while crude oil is up 50 cents, and we've got Bitcoin trading higher on Thursday morning. Now, when it comes to economic numbers, one of the biggest ones is jobless claims, and they're coming out at 8:30 this morning, and they could certainly help change the direction of the market. Now, yesterday at this time, we were looking at some of the stocks reporting yesterday, and Alphabet had a fairly quiet day, closing down just 60 cents on the day. So, really an inside day for Alphabet. In the pre market this morning, it is trading higher, and our next price target was $200 in New York, and we're trading just below that in the pre market this morning. So if you had an order in at $200 or just below it, it may get filled on Thursday. And then there's Alphabet trading in Toronto. Our next price target is 32.81. Then we were looking at Tesla. Tesla coming in on a buy signal. It's currently trading below the lower channel line in the pre-market this morning. So if it ends the day below $315.34, that would give us a new sell signal for Tesla. Then looking at Tesla in Toronto, we need to close below $28.18. Then looking at T-Mobile, coming in on a buy signal, it is currently trading up in the pre-market this morning. It's actually trading above the high from late June, so that is a bullish sign. If we can put in a higher low, which we've done, and now we would be putting in a higher high. So that could turn out to be a bullish pattern for T-Mobile if we can hold these prices going into the close. Now, here's probably the big one this morning that's pulling the Dow back, and that is IBM. We came into yesterday's trading action on a sell signal, and that's going to continue today as we are currently trading down at our next price target. And so if you had an order in to buy some of your short position back at the 265.63 level or around there, that should get filled on Friday. So congratulations. Now, moving on to the VIX is still on a sell signal. That's supportive for higher stock prices. Things would change on Thursday if the VIX were to close above 1738. Now, looking at the VIX ETFs, they're making new lows at the moment. And, trading the VIX on the long side has not worked out for the last couple of times. That does not mean we are going to ignore the next trade that comes up. In a bull market, most of the buy signals in the VIX aren't going to work. And in a bear market, they will. But right now, we don't know when that's going to change. And so, yes, this trade didn't work out in May. Yes, this trade didn't work out in June. But back in April, it certainly did. And we don't know when another April is going to come. So, yes, in percentage terms, we're not doing well being long the VIX, but we will certainly take that opportunity if it presents itself anytime in the not so distant future. Looking at Bitcoin, Bitcoin's treading water up here at the $118,750 level. And then we've got Ethereum having trouble getting through 3750. Now, when we look at the Bitcoin ETFs, they're going to look pretty close to the price of Bitcoin. On the other hand, stocks don't necessarily have to trade with the price of Bitcoin, and we'll take a look at that in a second. Of course, similar situation for the bear ETFs for Bitcoin. In a bull market, taking positions in the bear ETFs doesn't necessarily work out very well, but every once in a while it does, and we don't know when the tables are going to turn on Bitcoin. So I am certainly willing to take any short position in Bitcoin when they present themselves, even though I know they probably won't work out. But every once in a while they will, and we'll be happy being short Bitcoin when the time comes. Looking at Bitfarms, it made a new high yesterday in New York, not in Toronto, had an inside day with a small pullback. Now, we've got Coinbase sitting right on the edge of a new sell signal. It traded down the lower channel line yesterday. So a close below $385.77 would give us a sell signal on Thursday. That would join Mara and MicroStrategy already on sell signals. And so we have Mara selling off yesterday. It is back on a sell signal as of Wednesday's close. That is also true for MicroStrategy. So We may see money come out of Coinbase on Thursday to join these two stocks already on sell signals. Now, black swan events, we don't know when they're going to happen. We can't do much about them, but every once in a while they do happen, and we'll just have to react to them. There's no way to get ahead of a black swan event because nobody knows it's going to happen. Now, the US dollar index is on its second day of a sell signal, so we had a slight gain for the Canadian dollar and the euro on Wednesday. Looking at bonds had a quiet trading day yesterday, inside day with a small pullback. And then we had bond yields move up yesterday. So that might not help the stock market if that trend continues. Then when looking at some metals, we've got copper making a new high yesterday. We've got gold pulling back $46.10. It's down $31 last time I checked in the pre-market. So we may be heading towards a sell signal for gold. We had platinum pull back into the channel yesterday, while the price of silver made a new high on Wednesday. Then looking at crude oil treading water right now, still no trend in place for crude oil. And while natural gas made a new low for this move on Wednesday. So certainly a trend for natural gas, recently making a lower high and now making a lower low. Okay, that's all I wanted to cover in this morning's presentation. Waiting for those jobless claims numbers to come out at 8:30. Have a great day. Next time you'll hear my voice is on Friday morning. And on Friday morning, we'll take a look at the weekly charts. We'll take a snapshot, and we'll take a look at the most actively traded stocks from Thursday's trading action.
Thanks for tuning in until the very end of today's stock market timing educational video. If you found the content valuable, don't forget to express your support by hitting the like button, leave a comment, sharing with your friends, and subscribing to our channel for more insightful updates. Remember, in the world of stocks, timing is crucial, and following the trend can be your greatest ally. If you would like more information on how we can help you better time the stock market, please visit theuptrend.com.